And ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to some Hold My Beer. We've got two tier 10 replays for you with a crazy amount of damage, kind of like almost 19,000 damage between these two guys. And this first one is so close. It is so freaking close. We are watching 69V driving the 60TP. Now, as we know, the 60TP is a very, very good tank. It's the newest addition to tier 10 within the tech trees, and it is a brilliant tank. So let's watch the game. It is in fact supremacy. Now he's pushing straight past B, knowing that his teammate there, the Type 61, is capping it, or was capping it. He goes straight on because usually the enemy cap base C, and he gets there before the Jaegeru even gets there, and he gets a beautiful nice shot, has time to even use the tungsten shell, and he does 693 damage. Now they've still not caught base C, or base B, sorry. Not sure quite what happened there, but the Sheridan has already been taken out. Now he's going to get behind the E75 and get another beautiful shot, another 671 alpha into that E75, who is pushing him. Hopefully he can angle, and he does just that. Luckily gets there in time, and he gets a nice bounce, and the E75 is already now down to a one shot. But two tanks, just over a minute gone, and two tanks in his team have already died, and he's already got now 920 block damage with 2,300 damage, and that is now one tank down for the red team. Now you can see where the red team are pushing. They are all pushing together. Fair play, they're pushing well, and there goes the grill. But so for this to be a win, he has to do something special. He has to do something very, very special. Now he's going for the heat into the Hori, and he gets again a nice bounce and a nice pen. 2.8k damage now, and he's up to 1.4k damage. Now this is what this tank is capable of. It's capable to do the damage, and it's capable also to block the damage. The Death Star looking, is he going to get another bounce? No, he backs up just in time. Not quite sure what this Jaegeru's doing. He's just literally committed suicide, and potentially may have changed the outcome of this game, but at the moment it's a 3 versus 5, so it's not looking too good for his team. But he gets yet again another tungsten shell into that guy, and already 2.5 minutes gone, he's on 4k damage. Now he's going to try and get around this Hori. He's got the Foch here to protect him, or to help him, and they deal with him pretty easily. Now he's got to back up because a Death Star is there, and when it's a 3 versus 4, you really want to be saving your hit points. Now rightly so, the Death Star ignores the 60 TP and goes for the Foch because he was a one shot. Personally, I would have probably left the Foch at that point and gone for the 60 TP, knowing how weak the ammo rack is, and knowing that there is the Emil behind that would have taken care of the Foch. It would have probably been more beneficial if the Death Star would have gone for the 60 TP. So he now finds himself alone against 3 tanks. Yes, he's going to get a nice shot there. Nice high roll. 724 into that Sheridan. And just look at the speed of this going backwards down a hill. 38 kilometers per hour going down that hill. Of course, he's going to go for the lower hit point tank, the T57, who's just exposing himself because he's reloaded. Just because if you're in a auto loader, just because you've got 3 shells or 2 shells available, don't waste your hit points. I mean, just hide. The tank's looking at you. Don't just stay out in the open just to get the shot off, because he's dead now. And now the Sheridan, hopefully if he can high roll, he's going to use the tungsten shell. Nice time in there for the tungsten shell. But 7.4k damage now, 1,800 block damage. He is only on 81 hit points against a full hit point Emil 2. All the Emil has got to do is maybe fire 3 lots of HE at this guy, and that should be enough to clear him. If he's not capable of penning him frontally, or if he's not confident in penning him, just switch to the HE with 3 shells. You should be able to deal this, but you know there's no need for the HE, to be honest. Just switch to the heat, and I'm sure you will pen one of them. So he's going to use this building now He's managed to bring him down to only 827. That's still probably not enough, even if you use the tungsten shell to clear him in one shot. So he's still going to take 2 shots to clear him. He's going to wait. You can see him trying to just get that shot before he goes around the building. But unfortunately, he doesn't want to risk taking the shot, especially coming out sideways against this guy. You need to be showing the strengths of this tank, and that is the front plate. Unfortunately, misses that shot. Now the enemy have 3 bases and they are on 900 supremacy points. So while I was watching this, I thought this was going to be a heartbreaker. Does get a nice shot there, and just as expected, the Emil is going to fire HE. Does 41 damage. He only has to do that again, but of course he shoots the gun, and now doesn't have time to reload. And what a beautiful win that was for our 69V. The 60 TP showing just how good this tank can actually be. 9,500 damage. He gets a well-deserved Klobanov. He gets the steel wall, he gets the 5-kill Radley. Very, very well played, and a nice amount of credits earned there as well. Now, the T57 actually had a very good game, but I just think that just because he was reloaded, he potentially cost them the game. And of course, the Death Star, even though he was trying to get rid of a tank, I think at that moment, with his teammate actually helping, he could have left the Foch and taken a shot into the 60 TP. And that could have changed the outcome of this game, or it would have changed the outcome. If he would have penned it, even if he didn't ammo rack it, all he had to do was pen it, that would have changed the outcome of this game. So that was a brilliant battle nonetheless. Next up, we are going to watch Skemmer on Blitz, and he is driving the Grille on Naval Frontier. Now, as I've said many times, the Grille is one of my favorite tank destroyers in the game, especially in tier 10. It's so versatile, it's got an amazing gun, and you can basically play it like a medium tank, just supporting your mediums. I mean, he's going to get into this position before anybody else does, so he's going to spot the team that is coming around. And of course, the first tank to spot is the E100, and that is 739 damage already. And because he's behind the bush, he's not going right up to the rock. As you can see, he's just sitting back a little bit, and that's enough for him not to get spotted. Now, he does in fact have a nice blind shot there on that E100. That E100 is absolutely getting wrecked. Not the best positions for an E100. And he's only on 37 hit points, so just a HE shot into him will clear him. But of course, I think he's going to go for the damage here, and he's going to go for the waffle. And what a beautiful shot that was. The IS-7 does, however, take out the E100, so that is about almost 3k damage within just a minute gone of the match. Now, he's looked at the minimap and he has seen that most of his team are around the right side. So of course, he doesn't want to get caught out. If all those heavies push around to the left side, he could be in a lot of trouble. So he's going to push with his other guys here and hopefully get behind them and maybe farm a little bit more damage. Now, the enemy do have 2 medium tanks. They have the TVP here and the Skoda. So if he can get behind these, especially with the HE, and get off a nice HE shot, that will do a lot of damage, just as we've seen there. 1,105 hit points, which pushes his damage now up to around 4,000, and that has taken a lot of hit points from that TVP. That TVP can be very dangerous, but now just 2 shots in, he's a 1-shot, and there's not too much this TVP can now do. He's a 1-shot. You can see he doesn't even want to push at this point. The only thing he can do is run away. That's literally the only thing he can do. But of course, who's there to watch him? Our guy in the Grille. And the only thing at this point the TVP could do is just try and get as much damage into this E100 before he dies. So nice kill there, and for 5,000 damage later. So now the Skoda, is he going to get, I thought he was going to get behind. No, he's going to go for the side shot, the HE. Of course, it does have spaced armor, this Skoda. So even though it looks like that you can penetrate this guy, just be careful, because it does have the spaced armor. So he lost out on a little bit of damage there in going for the HE, but that's still, he's on 5.5k damage. Now, there's 6 tanks still alive against 3, so we already know this is most likely going to be a win. But just how much damage can our Grille farm up before the damage, before the match ends. Now the Kranvagn is up there. He may be able to get a shot into the turret if he turns around, but no, he doesn't want to know the Kranvagn. He wants to know these guys around here. So there is the IS-7 and there is a full hit point Tortoise to deal with. Now I thought at this point maybe the enemy or maybe his team will just rush in, finish up the game very, very quickly, but he's going to wait for the Tortoise. Is he going to be able to get a HE shot? He's not going for the HE, he's going for the AP, but he still gets a nice amount of damage. Now the most the worrying tank left is the Kranvagn. He needs to take care of him, and he's not looking at the minute. So if he just sits back, he's rocking backwards and forwards, not knowing that our grille was here. This could actually be a win for the enemy team. If they just focused and focus fired, then it could be a win. But of course, the Kranvagn is so tunneled into that one shot, he didn't even see the grille coming. So that is now 7,800 damage done. He's going to get a nice shot there, nice high roll, 800 damage into that IS-7, just over 8,000 damage. You can see him asking for the damage. He knows how much damage he is on, and he just rushes that shot there. No need to rush the shot, plenty of time. And of course the E50 over there decides to, the HE is the best thing to use in an IS-7, but our guy is going to get around and he gets another nice shot for his third and final kill, and he ends the game with just over 9,400 damage. So as you've seen, 19,000 damage done between these two guys, and I like that. I mean, this game was brilliant because he didn't sit at the back, he didn't camp, he went and played it like a medium tank at first, spotting the enemy team, doing some damage, especially into that poor E100, and then the waffle with the beautiful HE shot, and then of course the TVP who got wrecked. So a nice amount of damage done. Very good game. I love a good grille game like that, especially those that don't just sit at the back farming damage. This was far from that. But yeah, 9,400 damage. He does miss a few shots there, but you know, I don't think he missed out on too much damage missing those shots. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye bye. With